And this is what you're looking for, that very like cheesy and thick. That's perfect. It's super easy, delicious, and I hope you're gonna love it. Let's make vegan, nut-free mac and cheese. Alright, before we start the cheese, let's start roasting red bell pepper and seeds out and 1 big carrot. You can chop the carrots in a few pieces. Now you can roast them in parchment paper for a few minutes, or you can use your air fryer, which that's what I'm going to do. 1 bell pepper here and my carrot. And if I'm air frying, it can get really dry, so I'm going to add a little bit water so it kind of creates a steam, but not too much water, just a little bit, so it won't dry too much. And I'll probably leave for 5 minutes on the air fryer on the 360. Now for this version, I'm using sunflower seeds, so if you're allergic of nuts, this is a great recipe. Now you can totally substitute the sunflower seeds for cashews and you have the classic version of a mac and cheese. And I soaked for 1 hour. You can even soak for 2 hours or even overnight. If you have a stronger blender, 1 hour is fine. So it's up to you. You can use half lemon or 1 lemon. Yeah, it's really dry, so I'm going to use the entire one. Now I'm going to add a half cup of water. It can be 2 cloves garlic or 4. Mine is very small, so I'm using 4. You can use 2. Now if you like spicy, which I love spicy food, so I'm using 1 habanero. Habaneros, they can be very spicy if you're not used to it, so I wouldn't recommend it, but I love spicy, so I'm adding 1. Now for the cheese flavor, I'm using nutritional yeast. Again, nutritional yeast is gluten-free, vegan, and has tons of vitamins B. And I'm using a 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast. I'm going to add now a 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric. Turmeric will help to get that very yellow color of that kind of cheddar, kind of cheese kind of look. It's going to be good and also pretty healthy. Cayenne is to taste. Like I said, I love spicy, so I'm familiar with it. If you don't like spicy food, you don't have to add. I'm just gonna add a little bit. I probably add a 1/4 teaspoon, something like that. Salt is to taste. I'm probably gonna use a half teaspoon. You can use more or less, it's up to you. Also, making sure your sunflower seeds or cashews, if you're using cashews, are raw. So they can be roasted or with salt, just raw. I'm gonna use a little bit black pepper. And now I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of miso. My original mac and cheese recipe, when I use cashews, I normally don't use miso. But for this one, I want to have a slight different flavor since I'm using sunflower seeds, so I'm going to use a teaspoon of miso. Now, if you don't find that in stores and if it's hard to find and if you don't want to add it, that's fine, you don't have to. But if you're using, make sure you're using less salt because it can be a little bit salty. If you're not using miso, you maybe want to add a little bit more salt. So I checked my red bell pepper and the carrots and I left it for 5 minutes. But I'm increasing 5 more minutes because we want to make sure the red bell pepper and the carrots are kind of soft and slightly roasted. So I'll just leave a little bit more. This recipe, you can also make cheddar cheese. It's slightly different, but it will be basically the same. And after this process, the sauce, we would add a little bit of agar-agar and cooked until get like thicker. And then you would put in silicone molds and leave in the refrigerator. And then you could actually slice and you would have an amazing cheddar cheese. So you guys stay tuned for this recipe if you want to know how to make cheddar cheese. While my red bell pepper and carrots are being roasted, we can start cooking your pasta. Now I love a gluten-free lifestyle, so I'm using gluten-free noodles. This one is made with chickpea. You can find amazing alternatives for pasta made with quinoa, rice, or lentils. It's really easy to find nowadays on the market, so you can have a gluten-free option and even healthier, and they also have more protein than regular pasta. But it's up to you. If you don't mind using regular pasta, you can also use it. Alright, my bell peppers and carrots are ready, so now I'm going to add in the blender. See, it's slightly tender. It has some black spots, so it like start like bruising, which is perfect. But it still kind of has some moisture, but it's soft. That's what we're looking for. See, it creates some like blisters on the bell pepper. So be careful because it's pretty hot. You can also steam your carrots if you rather do that. Alright, so now we're going to blend until very creamy and smooth. Because we just roasted our bell peppers and carrots and it's going to be in a high speed, this will probably already heat up your sauce. But if you rather, then you can put in the pan and heat up a little bit even more, and you get a little bit even thicker. But if you rather, this is gonna be perfect, and then you can just add the pasta, and that will be it. If your blender is not stronger, you probably have to do this a couple times. I'm just going to scrap the sides just a little bit, but it's kind of perfect. But I'm going to just blend one more time because I want to make sure everything is really well blended. Smells amazing. You can check for salt and spices. If you like more spice, you can add right now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's good. And spicy. That's perfect. So now I like the temperature how it is, and it's really thick, so I don't even need to put in the pan and heat up. I will probably just now add the pasta, but if you want to heat up even more, you can add a little bit in the pan. So I already drained the pasta and I'm using the same pan I cooked, and I'm just going to add the cheese here so it's easier to mix with the pasta. And like I said, if you want, you can heat up even more. But right now the temperature, it's really hot, which is perfect. And this is what you're looking for, that very like cheesy and thick. That's perfect. Now I'm adding the cooked pasta. And again, this one is gluten-free. It's made with chickpeas. It's a good source of fiber and protein. So let's mix this. And it's done. See, simple, easy. You can make this in a few minutes. Not a few minutes, but it's really fast. And it's done. All right, let's try it together. Wow. It's amazing. I can't even tell the difference between using cashews or sunflower seeds. It's super delicious and I hope you're gonna love it. Alright, bye!